Hey folks, how's it going? Today we're going to go a quick overview of Fury Warrior for Mythic Plus dungeons. Starting off with the talents, so a couple different builds you can go with. We'll start with Concentrated Burst first. You really want to do these for your upper level keys. Um, Upper level we're saying probably 10 through 15, or beyond for that matter of fact. It really uses cooldowns a lot less often, but maximizes burst potential by stacking blood of the enemy, and that's going to be the major that you need to really take advantage of. So when you stack the blood of the enemy essence with Reckless Abandon and Dragon Roar, it's got some pretty serious single target damage. Because of the longer stack cooldown, it operates really good in Mythic Plus with lots of targets, and you need really these targets to live long enough to make those extended cooldowns worth it. So again, Tier 1, Endless Rage. Tier 2, Double Time, take advantage of that additional mobility. Tier 3, Sudden Death, no real surprise there. Tier 4, you're going with War Paint, really just the benefit of that reduced damage. We'll take any kind of benefit we can get. Tier 5, Carnage, so this is pretty much the go-to across the board, but Rampage costs 10% less rage and deals 15% increased damage. Now, Tier 6 and 7, this is where you'll see a few different builds. So, for the Concentrated Burst, again, you're going to go with Dragon Roar, and you're going to go with Reckless Abandon. So, we're calling this the Concentrated Burst, really for the high-level keys. Take advantage of it. Your major essence, again, is Blood of the Enemy at rank 3. And your minors are Purification Protocol, Conflict and Strife, Memory of Lucid Dreams, and finally Essence of the Focusing Iris. So that's a pretty solid build there. Now if you are going to mix it up a little bit different, and you don't think you're going to need for as significant major cooldowns, you're going to switch your major over to the Essence of the Focusing Iris. And then your minors, you're going to go with Purification Protocol, Blood of the Enemy, and Conflict and Strife. And really, this build, it really focuses around using your Azurite Essence, the Essence of the Focusing Iris, Recklessness, but now we're going to work in Bladestorm. Slightly different build. So we'll check it out here. Basically the same build through the first 5 tiers. Again, you will just switch from Dragon Roar back to Bladestorm. And for Tier 7, you are going from Reckless Abandon to Anger Management. That's really just giving you the advantage of burns, and you'll see it here. So in order to give your cooldowns basically for every pull, you want packs in lower level keys where you typically use this to die quickly. So you want a maximum burst, not always the winner like we've seen with the last build, especially on those low level keys. So really where you want to go, this talent build here works slightly better because you're making abnormally large pulls, and Iris and Bladestorm are far more effective against the higher target counts. So really you're going to go with this kind of build if you think you're going to just face tons and tons of mobs that are going to need to be continuously knocked down. Alternatively, if you're looking to push high level, go with a Concentrated Burst build again. That's going to throw you up in Dragon Roar and Reckless Abandon. If you are totally new or so interested, the major Azurite powers for Mythic Plus didn't really change a whole lot with 8.3. Cold Steel Hot Blood is still by far the best trait you can go for. Stack as many of those as you can get your hands on, but really take advantage of the Whirlwind effect that you see right there. Hit as many abilities as possible, get that trait stacked up, and start causing some major bleeds. Additionally, Simmering Rage and Unbridled Ferocity, pick up one of these. Once you get beyond one, it's really diminished returns really quickly. You don't want to waste a whole lot of time or energy on that one. And then finally, if you've got nothing else to go with Pulverizing Blows. Not overly powerful, but it's a consistent bonus and adds up pretty considerably. As far as warrior essences in Mythic Dungeons, you heard Essence of the Focusing Iris and Blood of the Enemy. Those are really the two rank 3s that you want to get your hands on. Alternatively, condensed life force, believe it or not. This is really the major go-to in terms of raiding for Fury, but it's got some pretty strong single target burst, and it can be pretty useful against some bosses on Tyrannical week. So don't rule it out if you aren't rolling with a rank 3 Blood of the Enemy. Condensed Life Force can be a solid go-to. When you're using on trash packs, with the high duration, it's definitely not that sexy. As far as 8.3 essences go, the only one really that we call out for a minor is the Breath of the Dying, so that's only really useful if you've got reduced corruption, pushes you back below a negative effect. So that'd probably be the only reason you would want to throw it on for a rank 3, but it does give you that increased proc rate, so it's not terrible. Avoid those eyeballs no matter what happens. If you are completely new to Fury Warriors, they are a lot of fun. I call them probably middle of the road melee, to be totally honest with you. And the reason for that is actually straightforward. They've got really good mobility, they've got solid, really sustained single target damage. Doesn't take a whole lot, right? We can drop a Recklessness and be top in the charts here really quick. Alternatively, you've got some solid damage, especially during execute. You start to really push it once you get your opponent below 20% health. But you don't have great AoE damage. I know we just looked at two different builds there, whether you're going with more of a Bladestorm or a Dragon Roar. Those are pretty much your only go-tos beyond just spamming Whirlwind and trying to get those bleeds to stack due to Cold Steel Hot Blood like we mentioned. And we've got a soul defensive ability, but I actually feel like we've got two here. So you've got Enrage Regeneration that you can fall back to, but if you find yourself in a pinch, go with Rallying Cry. Give your entire group that 15% boost in health, and then really once the buff wears off, your health is still raised to that point. So I think there's a couple plays here, in addition to all the self-healing you get from Bloodthirst. That's basically it for a quick high-level overview. Let me know down in the comments, what do you like? What am I completely missing the boat on? What would you like to see more of? Thanks for watching this far, folks, and we will see you soon. If you've got questions on the rotation or anything else, drop it down in the comments and let me know. Thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button. See ya.